Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Bindman. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up because today we are talking all about Thanksgiving, whether it's casual, whether it's dressy, whether it's somewhere in between, so stay tuned. The holiday season is upon us and we need to be ready for it. So that's why I'm posting this a little bit earlier than normal because there's lots going on. And it's always a good idea to start thinking about what you are wearing, what you yourself are wearing, instead of your kids or your husband or whomever. What are you personally going to wear for all of these awesome things? Now, anything on this rack can be worn to more than just Thanksgiving, which I always think is really important. If you buy something super specific for an event, unless it's like you're winning a Grammy or you're walking the red carpet, it has to be able to be worn beyond that event, beyond that dinner, beyond that holiday, beyond that show. You need things that are a little bit more versatile, or at least something that's really special that you want to pull out again and again. So I have lots of options, lots of separates, but also some one and done. So let's start with those first. Whenever I am hosting something or I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed with life and the holidays and whatever, one and done dressing is great. So I'm going to look for dresses or a jumpsuit. Now, one of my favorite things about fall is the color palette, and it doesn't get any better than a dark green sweater dress. This one is from LOFT. It is on the boxier side, which is great for Thanksgiving. You can easily prepare food in this, you can host in this, you can go somewhere nice in this. It's a great kind of in-between, that sweater dress. So if you have an earlier Thanksgiving meal and it's like maybe right after the turkey trot, or you are hosting and you just don't have time to really think about it, something like a sweater dress is a really great idea. Just make sure that you're grabbing it in a color that suits your skin tone and again that you want to pull out again and again. I really like this one from LOFT. I think it does a great job and is also a little bit on the longer side, which is nice if you have kiddos. I'm going to wear this with some suede knee-high boots, unless of course I'm hosting, and then I'm probably just going to wear some knee-high socks or nylons because no shoes in our house. Now, another great option would be to go with something a little bit on the whimsier side, and nobody does whimsy like Boden. Boden is a UK company. They do a fantastic job with the quality of the stitching and also with putting a lot of whimsy into their clothes. Their whole thing is like, have fun with life, wear those colors. But sometimes they do whimsy in a very muted color palette. So this dress is based in navy and yet it has some of those rusty browns in there. Now if you get a little bit closer, you notice that the print is actually owls going in all different kinds of directions, which I love. Sometimes I do want a little bit of whimsy. Sometimes I'm like, I'm taking myself too seriously in my life, in fashion, and all of these things. And it's good to have something that's a little bit quirky, a little bit on the fun side. Plus, my kids are young and they always like it when I wear whimsical things. Another great option is going to be a jumpsuit. So a jumpsuit can be dressed up, it can be dressed down, especially if it's in a darker color like a black, a merlot, maybe even a dark green, although green I feel like runs a little bit on the casual side. Black, you can't go wrong with it. You can dress it up with heels, you can also wear sneakers with it. It's going to be something very versatile in your wardrobe, just like a black dress will be. Now this is in a cotton material, so not super warm. Really great if you know that there's going to be the heat on, or if you yourself are hosting and you are running around, you can absolutely glam this up and it looks so good, especially with all this brass detailing that's happening. Choosing those brass accessories like your earrings and your shoes can really make this pop. And don't forget that doing your hair and doing your makeup in a more glamorous way helps to elevate an outfit. If you go a little bit more on the like everyday simple side, then it just makes it a little bit more casual. But if you want to glam it up, wear that red lip, wear something darker, go with a smoky eye, and all of a sudden it takes an everyday outfit and elevates it a little bit more. Now, what if you're like, I don't want to do one and done dressing, like I do that all the time, or maybe you're just looking for some separates to incorporate into your everyday life as well that you can dress up and dress down. Then you should jump on the vest train, and this is no exception. So this black vest is from Boden, the same one that did the whimsical owl corduroy dress. And I really like this one because it's slightly oversized and yet it's cashmere, so it feels very luxurious. I paired it with a white button down from J. Crew, so very preppy style. And then I'm gonna pair it with a suede skirt. Now this is a mini skirt from Ann Taylor Loft. It came out a couple months ago, but I think it's a really great option, and I have been wearing this a ton. Wear it with leather shoes or with Mary Jane's, which I'm doing in the modeling shots. Now, this is a little bit, of course, it's a mini, so it's on the shorter side. By the time we get to Thanksgiving, if you live in the Midwest or anywhere north, it's probably going to be a little bit colder, so make sure you have those tights. Make sure whatever suede or skirt option you have looks good with tights, because I guarantee you that a lot of the fashion houses are coming from California, or they're just not thinking about the tight situation. So make sure that you're choosing colors that look good with black tights, with wool tights, with whatever color tights you have. Make sure that that also looks good. So I think this is a really fun kind of preppy option. Great for a Friendsgiving. Great for maybe the next day if you're going to a football watching party thing. I don't understand sports, so I'm not exactly sure what happens there. Or maybe this is a really great Black Friday shopping outfit too, because you look really good, but you also, you know, have a little bit of room with that oversized vest from all that turkey that you ate. If perhaps you like that color combination of the chestnut pecan with the black and white, but you're like, I'm not wearing a short skirt, like I've got a baby, or I just don't like to show my legs, or it's really, really cold outside, then grab something similar in a corduroy pant. This one's a flare leg from Cut from the Cloth. They have something similar right now. It's more of a straight leg and also a cropped skinny. But I really like this paired with an off-the-shoulder black sweater from Evereve. I think the off-the-shoulder detail from this sweater gives it a little bit more of that glam. Pair it with some really sparkly earrings, maybe a sparkly bag, sparkly shoes, sparkle somewhere, and it really dresses this up. But if you take that sparkle away and you wear it with sneakers or anything really that doesn't sparkle, then it brings it back down to an everyday, and you just have a little bit of sass with your shoulder going on that day. But I think the color combination is very sophisticated, and yet you're wearing corduroy, which is a very kind of like everyday situation. And then you have that off the shoulder detail, which kind of makes it a little bit more glamorous, a little bit more elevated. So an easy one to incorporate into everyday life, and yet also something that feels really nice during Thanksgiving. The sweater itself is on the boxier side too, so you'll definitely be doing at least a half tuck, maybe even a full tuck, but there's lots of room for the eating, which we all love during Thanksgiving. Now, what if you're thinking, wait a minute, a lot of these options are casual and really fun, but my family really likes to dress up, or I have a Thanksgiving dinner and not a Thanksgiving lunch. Then I would suggest going a little bit more on the monochromatic and really watching the material and the textures that you're doing. So if we are going full on fancy, you can absolutely grab maybe like a velvet dress or something in a chiffon. That would be really beautiful. Or if you're looking for separates, grab that slip skirt that you purchased last year, or they're still really big this year in the stores. So grab something in a darker color that, again, you can wear with lots of different things that you already have in your wardrobe. I have a navy blue one from Sanctuary from last year. It is a workhorse, and it just kind of catches the light really, really nicely. So a great slip skirt. And then I'm having a monochromatic moment with a polka dot navy shirt from Loft. Again, this is also from last year, and there's no shame in that. I'm just pairing it in a different way. Now, this, upon first look, might feel a little like, it feels a little office-y or maybe not special enough. How do you dress something like that up? You add glitz, you add glam, you add more texture, you add that velvet shoe, maybe you add a buckle, maybe you add some rhinestone earrings, maybe you have a really nice necklace moment because there's a nice open neckline there. Or you can also go with the platform Mary Jane's, you can go with a super sparkly bag, you can go with something really silver. Just any of those details, and again, don't forget your hair and your makeup can really transform an outfit. But I think this is a really solid choice for anything that's a little bit dressier. Maybe you guys like to go to a concert after dinner. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit fancier. Go monochromatic and you will win the day with that. The last option is kind of an in-between. It feels, again, like something that you could easily wear beyond Thanksgiving, and yet it feels also very sophisticated and very appropriate. I have shown this skirt many times on this channel in shorts and in longer styling videos, and it is the faux leather midi skirt from Ann Taylor. Wow, do I wear this like every week? It's so good. The slit is a little bit higher, which I'm totally fine with, but if that bothers you, go with some sheer tights, go with some knee-high boots. The thing I love about this is not only the shape, but also when you walk, you have that little bit of drama because you can't see the slit when you're just standing there. But as soon as you start to pop your leg, then you get that drama. Now, how do we do this without going over the top? We are going to do some kind of a ribbed turtleneck, and this has a little bit of a stripe, and a stripe feels very approachable, doesn't it? And yet this feels very sophisticated. You could add a suede jacket over this and really elevate it. You could have some, again, fancy jewelry, fancy bag, fancy shoes. You can absolutely dress this one for the office, for a party, for Thanksgiving, for hosting. I mean, this would be a great hosting outfit, and it might be the one that I personally wear when we are hosting Thanksgiving because you have that really fun, unexpected texture in the faux leather skirt from Ann Taylor. And then you keep it kind of casual, which Thanksgiving does feel a little bit on the casual side, especially if you're eating earlier because of children or activities or whatever. And it just pairs really, really beautifully. If this feels a little bit not dressy enough, let's say you are having a Thanksgiving dinner and your in-laws or the people that you're celebrating with like the fancy, grab that off the shoulder sweater and all of a sudden this becomes very like quiet va-va-voom, I would say, because you're not really showing anything, but as you move and as you are chatting and laughing and having a wonderful time, not only is your shoulder showing, but you have a little bit of leg action. So this in and of itself is a great, great pairing. Again, with sparkly earrings, sparkly bag, all the sparkles. It really elevates an otherwise very monochromatic moment. And those are your outfit inspiration for all of your Thanksgiving festivities. Thank you guys so much for watching this What to Wear to Thanksgiving. I know that it gets crazy. You have lots of activities for home, friends, school, all the things, plus you're already starting to think about Christmas, which is in like, what, 3-4 weeks after Thanksgiving? So there's a lot on your plate. Just take these tips and tricks, go back to your closet, see what you can put together first. If you have anything missing, go shopping. If you don't, you've just created a fabulous new outfit for hosting or attending Thanksgiving. I do fashion videos every Wednesday, beauty videos every Friday. Make sure you are watching the shorts in between and following me on Instagram for even more outfit combinations. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.